with you.
Hey, glad you came back. Hey, so today I want to surprise Mama Shra with a baked ziti, right? She got, the store-bought baked ziti, the microwave joints, the frozen joints. She wasn't happy. There's no reason for that. So I wanted to do it myself for her so she can get it fresh, quick, and good to go. I thought I was going to have it done by the time she got home. Fail. No. She's starving ass right now, looking at me, eyebrows. You know that middle part of your eyebrow when you get mad, it's all crumpled up. Your eyes are like, yeah, she wants the food and she wants it now. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this real quick, get it to her. This is her plate. I know you saw the thumbnail, but look at this. Yeah, baked ziti fresh, scratch. And I'm showing you how to do it. Watch what I do.
Hey, this is Shrashira. That's the best elevator music I ever heard.
All right, the first thing you want to do is get the onion prep. Cause we're gonna need some onion. I'm just gonna cut this guy in half. Now it's like to take like the first little tip off of it so that I can peel the skin off, that papery skin, with an additional layer. Right, get that peeled off. Then I can go through and dice it up. All right, give me this. Now that's a small dice. Okay. It's gonna go in my bowl. Yeah, it's a Tweety bowl. Hey, just because the girls are grown don't mean you gotta pack away all their bowls. I'm still using them joints. 20 years later. I tend to take the paper off and then one more layer. Now, these little pieces on the end, sometimes they can fight you. Again, cut it thin. Small dice. I mean, if you want to do a bigger dice, you can. I mean, it's up to you. I'm just doing it small because I know the peanut gallery and what they do and how they act. Depending on the dish, the onions can't be cut up too big. I think any more than this, there'd be some problems we had in the house. The onion's done. Now we're gonna work on the sausage. Okay, so what I have here is some Italian sausage, right? You can use hot, mild, combination of the two, but this is all mild, and it's about 2 pounds of it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut the casing and remove the casing. We don't want the casing, see? So you just peel the casing right off. Okay, in it goes. So I'm going to do this with all of them. Just cut it. Get that casing off of there. See? You see? See that? Peeling the casing. Let's peel that casing right off. Because what we want is a ground Italian sausage mixture. Now, you can make your own if you want. Doesn't matter which brand you get if you buy it, pre-made. Just whatever your household likes, go with that. Our sausage, our onions. Now when it's time to cook, I'm going to show you the full layout of the other ingredients, and then we're going to get to it. Stand by. All right, so here everything is. It's all laid out for us. Obviously, we need 1 pound of ziti noodles, right? Ziti cut noodles, 1 pound of those. We have our 2 pounds of our Italian sausage that we removed the skin on. Now we have here a marinara sauce. Now you want about 5.5 to 6 cups of marinara sauce for this. If you want, you can replace it with your own spaghetti sauce if you want to. Or you can make it from scratch if you like, or you can get store-bought, whatever you want. As long as you have 5.5 to 6 cups, you'll be good to go. Need a little bit of olive oil for this. Now we have 1 cup of each of these cheeses. Now, I have mozzarella cheese here, right? I have Asiago cheese. Asiago cheese, I have this. Now, if you can't get your hands on this, go with Parmesan. That's normally what you use is Parmesan. But this tastes just like Parmesan, except it's a little richer and a little creamier, right? So that's why I'm going with Asiago. And I have 1 cup of ricotta cheese. We have our onion here that we've diced up. We have about 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, right? If you don't have Italian seasoning, just to grind up some thyme, some rosemary, some parsley, right? Make your own, right? And some oregano, right? Make your own and add it to your sauce here. And we also have about 2 cups of water that we're going to be adding to this as well. Right, so now the first thing we're going to do is brown off the sausage and the onions. So let's do that now. So what we're going to do, turn the heat on to medium, give us about 30 seconds to a minute to heat up. And then we're going to add our sausage and olive oil. Okay, add a little bit of olive oil, just a little bit, because the sausage is going to provide some fat, some grease to this, so you don't need that much olive oil. So we're just going to take our sausage, just break it up, you add it in, and as you're browning it, you're going to be breaking it up further, because you want it to be crumbly, you see, like ground beef, right? Now I just want to mix this up. I'm going to put the lid on just about a minute. Okay, so this gave us enough time so we can change our gloves out, mix and break this stuff up. Yep, break it all up as best you can. All right, put the lid back on. Let us go for another minute or so. Okay, so it's broken up quite a bit. Now this next step is completely optional, okay? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strain off this grease that's in here. Will it get rid of all the grease? No, but it will get rid of enough for me. I'm just gonna take it right in the colander. Right? Back on the burner. And then back in. Okay. And you can see how much fat came off of that. So we're just going to alleviate that. Now, at this point, we add our onions. Onions go in. And as you're stirring this, continue to break up, the sausage. Every time you're stirring this, break the sausage up. Getting these onions nice and soft and translucent. And then we're going to add our sauce. Our marinara sauce or your spaghetti sauce, whatever you chose to use. We're getting ready to add that once the onions have became translucent. And if you don't know what translucent means, it basically means they're going to get clear, almost see-through, if you will. Soft even. Well, they're going to get soft, but you want them to look almost see-through. That's the simplest way to put it. Will they be completely see-through? No. But you'll be able to tell the difference on how they looked compared to when you put them in. Okay, now we're going to add our sauce. Sauce goes in, all 5.5 to 6 cups, depending on what you're using. All goes in. Now the little bit that's left in the jar, we're going to take that 2 cups of water, right? Take the 2 cups of water, and we're going to add it to our jar. We're going to put the lid on and shake it up. So we can get all of that. And now we're going to pour this into the pot, right? So we can get all of the flavors. Give this a mix. Now we're going to add our seasoning. Plop the seasonings in. There we go. Stir those up. And while you're stirring it, chop as you stir. Because if you can break up more of the pork, break it up. Okay, put the lid on. We're going to let this come up to a boil, and then we're going to reduce it down to a simmer. Okay, I don't know if you can tell, but you can see it starting to bubble. So now we're going to turn it all the way down to low, medium low, put the lid on, and we're going to let this go for an hour. Okay? So every 10 minutes or so, come in and stir it. You know, I'm using a deep pot, so I don't have to worry about it overflowing, but every 10 minutes, come by, look at it, stir it up, try to break up some more of the pork until the hour's up. Now here in about 30 minutes, we're gonna start working on the pasta. Okay, so now this is gonna go for, like I said, an hour. Now at about the halfway point, we're gonna start another pot of boiling water so we can work on the pasta. So with the, follow the directions almost that are on your pasta. Now the particular ones I'm using, it says, cook it 9 to 11 minutes. Okay, we're only going to cook it for about 7, right? Maybe 7.5. Excuse me, because we don't want it to be completely done when we go to the baking process. Because if you do, there's a good chance it's going to turn into mush. You don't want that. Okay, so at about 7.5 minutes, when it's boiling, we're going to take them out. Also, the water that we're going to be using, we're going to put a good couple tablespoons of kosher salt into it. Okay, we want salty seasoned water for the pasta, and then we'll drain it, and we'll go to the next step. So when you see me again, I'm going to be setting up. It's just going to be real quick. Just putting the pasta in some boiling water. See you in a bit. Okay, so now we're gonna we got the seasoned water here, add our ziti noodles, and we're gonna let this go for 7.5 minutes. And then we're gonna strain it, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do next. All right. Okay, so now what we wanna do, let me get my spoons and stuff out here. Because now we want, the pasta's done, and that is my oven. It preheated it to 375. That's what we're going to be putting in. So now we want to add our sauce to our pasta. Okay, let me just put this in the baking sheet. I'm just going to see if I can turn and pour. Just carefully. All right, let me get a spatula, so I can get all that out of here. Waste not, want not. Get it all. Okay. Good to go. Now we just need to mix this up. Get it all mixed in. All that goodness. Oh yeah. Right. All right, now we're going to take our wide strainer, and we're just going to scoop. The liquid's going to run through, but we're going to put this, it's a 9x13 pan. Right, put about half of it in to give it a good base, right? And the liquids are going to clearly go through the strainer, but that's what we want. Okay. Now that we have half of it in there, now we're going to add our cheeses. Let's get a spoon here. We're going to add our ricotta cheese. Add that. You know, and this is clearly to taste. It's up to you. But this layer of cheese is going to be in the middle, you see. It'll melt as it cooks. So you don't have to worry too much about that. Add our Asiago. Add that in. Right? About half of it. Okay? Now we're going to add about half of our mozzarella. Just about half. If you like more cheese, add more cheese. I mean, it's your dish. Okay? There we go. Now, we're going to cover that, much like lasagna stacking. Put it right on top. Put the rest of your noodles right on top. Okay? Oh. We got a dead soldier. One fell off to the side, but it's all good. We got enough. We won't miss him. I know it's messed up to say, but okay. And we're just gonna pour the sauce all across the top here. Now we're gonna add our remaining cheese. The ricotta. You know, just put it in random spots, you know, at least for the ricotta anyway. Because when it cooks, it's going to somewhat melt and spread a little bit. Okay. Asiago in. Mozzarella. And because I know Mama Shra, she's going to want more mozzarella, so I'm going to add more. She does enjoy her mozzarella, I'll give her that. Okay. Now this is going to go into our preheated 375-degree oven. All right, now this is going to go into the oven for about 30-35 minutes at 375. And then it'll be all ready. Okay, let's get this in here. Thirty, 35 minutes. We'll be back. All right, so it's been out of the oven for about 15 minutes now. Give it some parsley just to, just drape across the top. A little bit of parsley. Now, let's build Mama Shra's plate because she's kind of antsy because she just got home. So let me get this together so she can get her grub on. Okay. what we're going to do is take a little piece of this corner. Plate. Scoop it under. There's a ziti there. Oh. And cheese. There we go. Let's clean the plate. Alright. A little garnish here. Oh yeah. Garnish with some fresh parsley. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, here we have it. Homemade baked ziti. Yeah. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, hey, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, hey, join the peanut gallery. You know we leave our arms open and the light on so you can find us even in the dark. Also, if you could share me out, it really helps out a lot. And also, if we're not connected on Instagram, go to Instagram, put my name in, Shrashira, look for the gray cat, and let's connect. Because I always let you know what I got coming up next. That being said, this is Mama Shra's plate. Her face is all crumpled up because she's hungry and she wants to get this quick, so I'm going to get it to her. But I'm going to have some too. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your day.